was that? You just said that on my lies. I'm starting to already wrote right now. Greetings and welcome to Live in the Rise. We are live in the rise. I'm doing a hair treatment. It's aloe, fresh aloe that I bought from the store. Ain't fresh. Greetings and welcome to Live in the Rise. This is my grandmother, my maternal grandmother who's holding my hand. You see her in the picture? She's holding my hand. Yay! So this is a shout out to the ancestors. This is a shout out to the ancestors. This is my mother's mother. Ah! Granny. Yes. So this is taken in St. Lucia. It's an island in the Caribbean. Hey, Layla Carter. How are you, Layla? Get out. Ohio Rizla. What's happening? We are here live in the Rise, everyone. Thanks for joining. This picture is my maternal grandmother. And my maternal grandmother is a powerful woman. When people pass away, they just don't pass away, okay? They're around. They are still like present and pumping with the love. So, hey, Layla Carter, I'm blessed, highly favored, wonderfully made. How are you doing today? Hey, Mr. Blue, mwah, shout out to you. We are live in the Rise, everyone. Oh my goodness, there's so much to unpack. But I wanted to put this picture of my maternal. Hey, Jimmy, what's happening? Hey, Jimmy. Mwah. Good to see everybody online. Look, today's the 27th, okay? And we are we're at the top of the hour. It's the 8 a.m. hour. We are at the top of the hour, everybody. So I'm right on time. Thanks for joining live in the Rise. So we are live in the Rise today, and today's theme is the ancestors. As you can see, I have a picture of me and my that's me and my grandmom. I am calling on all of them because guess what? Hey Mahdi. Hey Mahdi, that's me. That's me as a little girl with my grandmother holding my hand on the island of St. Lucia at her house. My grandmother was a farmer. She grew food, okay? And she traded the food for different things, worked the land. She worked the land. And as you can see how her hair is wrapped, I'm doing that hair today. Okay? So that is me and my maternal grandmother, my mother's mother. Okay? My mother's mother. So we're going to get started here with our Live in the Rise. Here we go. We are going to get started here with Live in the Rise because guess what? It is time for what? What is it time for? What is it time for? It's time for the verse of the day. Verse of the day. Hey, ye boy. Ye boy. Verse of the day. Let's get the verse of the day. Verse of the day. So the verse of the day today is coming from Luke chapter 19, verse 10. Okay, Luke chapter 19, verse 10. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost. Drop the mic. Drop the mic. The Son of Man came to seek and to save, right? The lost. Those out there who are lost, they're just lost. When you're lost, you don't know what your purpose is. You don't know who you are. You have no identity of your ancestral heritage. You're lost. You don't know where you came from. So you're not going to know where you're going. So that's why today's theme is about the ancestors. You got to know from where you came so you can know where you're going. My maternal grandmother, I know how hard this woman worked, right? So because of that, I got to work hard. They are holding me up, all right? You see in the picture right there, she's holding my hand. Let's get out the frame. She's holding my hand. So what does that mean? What does that say to each of us? What does it say to each of us? That we are blessed, highly favored, and wonderfully made because we didn't just drop out of nowhere. We didn't drop out of nowhere, okay? We came from greatness. We came from a people who struggled, who fought, who loved, who lost. And guess who was always there in the midst? The one who came to seek and to serve. J-Dove, welcome to Live in the Rise. We are here again on Sunday. Bless this day, for this is the day that righteousness has made. We're going to rejoice in this day and give all that we got in goodness and mercy and love and kindness. Why else are we here? Why else are we here but to give thanks? Okay. Yesterday, let me tell you, the theme was to pray for others, right? Remember yesterday, if you are alive in the riser, are you a riser? Because If you're not a riser, you need to become a riser. It's not rising. We're not going into sin. We're going to rise, and that's it. There's no sin in, no sinning. We are going to grand rise. We're going to rise up like Audra Day. Audra Day got a song, rise up, right? Ain't no rising. We ain't gonna be in no sin. We gonna go and sin no more, because guess what? We got Sinners. The movie is out. And guess what? We ain't gonna sin no more, right? We ain't gonna sin no more. So because of that, we gonna purify our word in the fire, J-Dove. We gonna grand rise. Take off the sin. Sin gotta go. No sin. We gonna sin and no more. Okay? We ain't gonna sin no more. We're not gonna sin in our thoughts. We're not gonna sin in our words. We're not gonna sin in our works. We ain't gonna sin. We gonna love one another. We gonna hold the love for one another up so high that you got to be right to get there. So, J-Dub, let's grand rise. We gon' grand rise. We gon' rise up. Right? So, the verse of the day. That was the verse of the day coming from Luke chapter 19, verse 10. That one came to seek and to save the lost. Who is that one? That's righteousness. That's goodness, mercy, love, kindness. That's the one that's seeking for the lost. Though people who are lost are going to need mercy. They're going to need kindness. They're going to need some love. They're going to need some forgiveness. They're going to need some long suffering. They're going to need patience and kindness. They're going to need serenity and tranquility. They're going to need it. All of that is God, the Almighty, rolled up into one big balloon. And it's bursting and overflowing today. So that is our verse today. Let us look at, let me get my mouse here. Let's look at the word today.
It's the word.
What's the word today?
Of the day.
What's the word of the day?
It's the word of the day. It's the word of the day. It's the word of the day. Word of the day. Word of the day.
The word of the day today. What is the word of the day? I don't even know. Let's go find out. Thanks for liking the video, by the way. The word of the day. Oops. The word of the day today. Oh! Hold on to your seats. Hold on to your seats. April 27, 2025. Consciousness is the word. Yeah, we can add that in, but guess what? In order to have awareness, I call consciousness awareness, because ain't no con in awareness. When you're aware, ain't no con in it. The word today is free smart. Free smart. No freedom. We gon' free. The smart is freed. Because the smart knows that wealth is not about dollars and cents. It's about health and happiness. Where's my applause? Where's my applause sound effect? Where is my applause sound effect? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. My sound effect, applause. Because let me tell you, when it comes to free smart, guess what? Knowledge is power. And when you know better, you do better. Okay? When we talk about free smart, that is our word today, free smart. Because when you are aware that being free doesn't cost you a dollar because you're breathing. I mean, at least for today, they're going to charge you for air soon. But the breath of life is free. The ability to plant your own food and grow your own food and eat your own food is being free smart. When people are chanting for freedom, they're out there, freedom, freedom, they want their freedom. What does that mean? Does that mean that you go and become dependent on a system that does not support you? Does that mean, what does that mean? So when we talk about free smart, we're talking about, thank you, J Dove, 9 levels of awareness, right? Emotional intelligence, not leaving people vicious voicemails, but having emotional intelligence to speak in a mature, in righteousness way. We talk about, or pastors and theologians talk about, mature in Christ. Are you mature in Christ? What does that mean? That means, are you mature enough to stand in righteousness and not stray away from it? Are you mature enough to stand in righteousness even when wrongness is in your face? Even when wrongness is in your stratosphere, are you going to hold on to righteousness? Are you going to be smart and know that the lies that were told to you that you're dumb and you can't learn was about false narratives, trying to get you away from the awareness that you are the light. You are right. You are good. You are kind. You are merciful. You are knowledgeable about your purpose of standing in righteousness, standing in goodness, and becoming your purpose, even with the pain, turning pain into purpose. So that's what I have done. I lost my first son. He's passed away. Okay. And some people say, how can you still go on? Right? And when these things happened, and then my dad passed away. My fiance lost her sister, lost her mom. And even though she's not a fiance anymore, it is 2 hearts that still beat as one. So when you love someone, that love doesn't disappear. Exactly. You can't destroy that energy of love. Some people break up and they go with other people, but they're still in love with the person they were with. And it becomes complicated, more complicated, because you can't extinguish that love. Love does not die and go away because you met someone else or this one passed away. That love doesn't die. It doesn't disappear. I know some people who broken up and they don't talk to their exes. They hate them. They like, and it's this, I don't hate anyone. I'm not going to hate anyone. I'm going to love, because love is that power that's going to destroy hate. It's going to destroy discrimination. It's going to destroy what jealousy and envy. It's going to destroy discord and disharmony. Love destroys all those things. So when two people are not meant to be together, it's going to be conflict. And because that love is not as one, people talk about one love, but they don't realize what one love is. One love is about one heart. You have one heart. Your hearts are beating as one. And you can't, distance could separate you, people could separate you, this is, but that, death may separate you, but that love can't be separated. It's going to be there. And I am going to love. That's who I am, and that's where I'm going to stay. Folks who are not nice to me, or who have been nasty to me, telling me nasty things about my son and I, telling me things about just me as a person, how I read the Bible, but I'm mean and I'm nasty. When they're the ones that are mean and nasty, and they're attributing their mean and nastiness onto someone else. And it's funny to me, because that shows the immaturity in Christ. When people are mature in Christ, they're less likely to be combative, argumentative, defensive, and holding animosity or jealousy or envy against a person. So, and people do that, especially when you have education, when you have a degree. When you have a degree, or when you have accomplished things in your life and people haven't done that themselves, it can be a little jealousy in there. And that shows the immaturity of that person when it comes to righteousness. Righteousness is applauding everyone's accomplishments. Righteousness is not jealous, is not envious, it doesn't hold grudges, it doesn't combative and argumentative. Righteousness is a free smart. So the word today, after all that prefacing, the word today, free smart, is about a righteous living as a path to free smart, the free smarting. So when you're free smarting, this is what the word today is being brought to us by Psalm 119, verse 45. I shall walk at liberty, for I have sought your precepts. So in Psalm 119, verse 45, that's the word today, free smart, is being brought to us by this Psalm 119, 45. And you can subscribe to dailyword.com, because dailyword.com has a word every day, and it's linked to the scriptures. And I like reading the daily word. So the daily word today, free smart, reads, looking at the years past, I remember the ways I have felt less than free, right? Maybe I felt limited because of my background or personal history, my education or career, or because or because of things others believed about me, right? These things can limit you. So without even realizing, I may have taken on a limited view of myself and what was possible for my life. So discovering the truth of myself as a righteous being, a beloved child of righteousness, has healed my heart and freed my life. Okay? My life's circumstances are only part of my story. That's just part. I am so much more than the sum total of my experiences. So everything I've experienced, is the total of those, are not more than who I am. And I've experienced rather things and I have made wrong choices. I have made mistakes. I'm human, right? I have made mistakes. I have um, made errors throughout my lifespan that have caused disruption in my life. So, because of those errors, I can't focus on those. I am more than that. So, it's a lesson. My free smart rests in righteousness and in my standing firm in righteousness as a divine being. You are a divine being. You are made divinely. Therefore, you need to eat in a divine way. You need to speak in a divine way. You need to love in a divine way, right? When before you go to bed with your wife, your husband, get on the side of your beds and hold each other's hands on your knees and give thanks for the day. Give thanks for the ability to love each other. Give thanks for the ability to feel each other's love. Give thanks for the ability to be present and to breathe. Give thanks for your life with each other and go to rest. And you will see an amazing moment of rest you will receive in one love. That's one heart, one destiny. One love is not two hearts, it's one heart. Okay? You become one. You don't become two separate hearts. Your hearts are one. So, my heart is for someone special, the most righteous of righteous. And that one, Almighty, has given me the strength to be able to love someone else. And that Almighty righteousness of righteous is the only thing that can take away that love. The only thing that can take that away. So I give it to that one and only, the one that's beside me every day, the one that sleeps with me at night, the one that wakes up with me in the rise, the one that listens to my cries, the one that listens to my voice and answers my requests. Everything I request, I receive in full abundance. So I am going to move on from the word of the day. We have the verse of the day to our daily communication to righteousness for women. So if you're a woman, this is for you.
Daily communication. Daily communication. Daily communication to righteousness for women. For women.
So, daily communication to righteousness for women. Yes, let's give that an applause. Woo! So, we are on day 147. So, those of you who have this book, it's 365-day communication to righteousness for women. And it's titled Let Love Rule. That's exactly what our theme is, about the ancestors. And as you see, I have my maternal grandmother watching over. I got my paternal grandmother watching over. And I got my dad, my uncles, my aunts, my great aunts, I got the whole group watching over and rooting for me. So when those folks out there, you know who you are, try to want to hurt me, guess what? Psalm 60 is the psalm today, because righteousness is going to thread down the foes, the wrongness, okay? And knowing from whence you came is going to give you strength to know how to go forward. So this psalm is 12 verses, and we're going to get to this in a minute. Let's look at the word daily communication to righteousness for women. So it's brought to us today by 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 8. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. What did I just talk about? Right? So the theme today of righteousness is going to tread down wrongness, and the focus of our ancestors coming into our being in our lives in a different way. And those that we love, we will not stop loving. I will not stop loving the person I used to be with. I'm not going to stop loving them. So because of that, people are upset. Like, why you still love that person? They hurt it, like whatever. I love who I love, and that's who I love. And that's just gonna be that. I'm not gonna lead somebody on into thinking anything else. So let me get this. Okay, yeah. So the daily communication to righteousness for women, and my maternal grandmother, okay, this is really powerful, because First Peter talks about, above all, we have to love each other deeply. We have to love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins, right? So the communication to righteousness speaks, I give thanks, O righteousness, for showering I with unconditional love and unending forgiveness. Let I reflect the righteous, all-powerful love and kindness by forgiving others, overlooking past hurts, and picking up those who fall along the way. Selah and Selah again. I love this because I am in the process of overlooking past hurts. I was hurt, betrayed, stabbed in the back, and all of that. But that cannot stop the love that I have for that person. It will not stop it. The love will grow stronger and stronger, because it's part of righteousness and serving that. Because the verse today, seek and save, this is what Jesus was about. Seeking and saving the lost. Seeking and saving the lost. I'm lost without the love of my life. And when that happens, guess who is right near to me? Who is near to the brokenhearted? Is that most righteous of righteous. So because of that, I am going to wait for the Lord and wait patiently. And in the process of waiting, I will give thanks, because I know in Psalm 60 that righteousness will tread down wrongness. Yes. So let's get this psalm going. This Psalm 60 is a miktam of David. It's a iduth, a miktam of David. And it's a purpose of this psalm is for instruction. It's instruction. When David strove with Aram Naharim and with Aram Zobah, and when Joab, on Joab's return, struck down 12,000 of Edom in the Valley of Salt. So Psalm 60 is powerful. It's an instruction. What do you do when wrongness is happening? Right? You leave it to righteousness. Leave it to righteousness. All righteousness have rejected. Some people may feel lost and rejected and broken defenses, right? Righteousness is angry. And David is asking for restoration. Restore righteousness. Restore I and I to righteousness. Restore I and I to the right place where we're supposed to be. Righteousness have made the land to quake and have torn the land open. Repair the breaches for the tottering earth. Righteousness has made the people to see hard times and have given wine to drink and alcohol that make us staggering and drunken. It's just people, it's lost. So Jesus came to seek and to save the lost. And this is what this psalm is, an instruction to the lost. Righteousness has set up a banner for those that fear, and that the righteous may flee to this banner from the bow, Selah. What is this banner? Remember we talked about the horn, exalting that horn. That horn is Ethiopia. The banner is that green, yellow, red banner that represents all of that we're speaking of now. So that banner has been set. It's been set up. And it's only for those who fear. You hear Rasta, fair eye. Fair eye. It's only set up for those who are called by Jah name, fair eye, Rastafari. Okay. So in verse 5, that beloved ones may be delivered. May be delivered and given salvation through righteousness and will be answered. Righteousness has spoken in sacredness. With exaltation, righteousness divides up people, Break up this one, that one broke up, you gonna go this way, that one go this way. Righteousness is dividing up and portioning out such things. So in verse 7 and 8, we see representation that Gilead is for righteousness, Manasseh is righteousness, is mine. Ephraim is I and I helmet. Judah is I and I scepter. So the scepter, you see Haile Selassie the first has a scepter, right? Is holding that representation. Moab is a wash basin. Upon Edom I cast my shoe, meaning Edom is a sacred ground. You take your shoes off when you come into my house. Over Philistia I shout in triumph. And then in verse 9 and 10 we have questions. Who will bring me to the fortified place? Who is going to lead me to this sacred ground of Edom? Who am I not rejected? Because righteousness doesn't go forth with me anymore. I feel like I'm all alone. What's happening? Verse 11, grant I and I strength against the wrongness. It's just reaping and stink with the wrongness. Give us strength against the wrongness. For vain is the wrongness. People of vanity. They have all kind of stuff on Facebook. They're just vanity. Vanity is their future, is the future of mankind, right? Who's who on Facebook, who's married to who on Facebook, all this stuff. But with righteousness, I shall do valiantly. And righteousness is the one thing that's going to tread down wrongness. Righteousness is going to make it right. And that representation of righteousness is the Most High, the Almighty, is righteousness. Okay? So, Selah and Selah again. Here ends the psalm for today, Psalm 60. Thank you for joining. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. So, in the final farewell, because we're moving to Patreon on Monday, the 28th, tomorrow. When you see a worthy person, emulate that person. When you see an unworthy person, examine yourself. Examine yourself. When you think somebody is unworthy, like people say, oh, that person don't deserve you, they're unworthy of you, examine yourself. Examine yourself, because we have fallen short of the glory, let me tell you. Yesterday, I want to shout out to my 3 angels. They from the Iglesia Cristo Vive, the Gospel of Jesus Christ. Yesterday, when I was doing my grocery shopping at a Caribbean market, these 3 angels came to me. 3 angels came, 2 women and a child, and they were all female, they were all women. And they gave me this, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, here. They gave me this, a pamphlet, and I said, can you commune with righteousness with me? Can you pray with me? And they said, yes. They put their hand on my shoulder. They put their hand on, they prayed with me. I said, my brother, Callie, I pray for my brother. And remember, yesterday, the theme was pray for others. So when I gathered with these women yesterday in the Caribbean market, and we communed with righteousness, they spoke Spanish. They did not speak English, it's Espanol. And Espanol, poquito Espanol. Mucho English, we grew up speaking English. Just learning Spanish, lately. So when I look at yesterday's encounter with these angels and their communication to righteousness, it was the most beautiful experience, because I felt the power and the strength of these words. Even though I didn't understand, it was in Spanish. They communed with me on behalf of my brother. And the day before, Friday, I was praying with someone on the phone for their daughter and their niece. And then Saturday, someone praying for me and for my brother. It's just beautiful. It was the most beautiful experience. And I just wanted to share that before ending, and to let everybody know I will see you live in the Rise again on Patreon. We will be there moving forward on the 28th. Tomorrow is the 28th. Today is the 27th, when I share my free information session called Knowing the Young Child. So stay tuned for that today. And take a few minutes to complete the following statements. You will stay stronger and healthier physically when you will stay stronger and healthier financially when you will stay stronger and healthier emotionally when you. Now that you have the gist of it, try the really hard one. You will stay stronger and healthier righteously when you, right? Just as there are God-given principles for physical, financial, and emotional health, so too there are God-given principles for righteous health. Keep them, the righteous health, and you will enjoy the benefits. Violate them and you will pay the penalty. Uzziah and Ahaz learned that painful lesson. Have you? Take your own teachings as revealed in the way you completed the last of the sentences above and compare it with scripture and look for a way to put it to work today. So in the Bible challenge, we're on 2 Chronicles chapter 26 to 28. And we're looking at Uzziah, king of Judah, and Jotham, king of Judah. And answer those questions. Answer those statements. And, put an end to those statements. What is making you stronger physically? What will make you stronger physically? What will make you stronger financially? What will make you stronger emotionally and righteously? What will make you stronger? So, have a blessed day, everyone. Remember, stand in love, don't fall in it. Thank you so much for sticking here with Live in the Rise. I will see you all on the 28th. Take good care, everybody. Have a blessed, beautiful day, for it is a beautiful day because you woke up. Become a riser. Join my Patreon. Let's get it. Have a blessed day, and remember, stand in love. Don't fall in that. Stand in love with a person is better than falling in love with a person. Remember, love the power of righteousness first. Selassie the first. God is first. Remember that. That's first. Put aside everything else and put that first. Have a blessed day, everyone. Take good care. I'll see you next time. Live in the Rise. Hey!